Hi everyone and blessings, this is Radhi from Shining in Love and welcome to the video for a new card, a new day, a new energy and a new zing into life. Today right off the bat, like a little intuitive message is again, combine your strengths. You know, you are amazing and brilliant and beautiful, and there are some things about you which are very extraordinary, some things about you which no one else truly honestly possesses in the way you possess. Therefore, it's very important for you to look at this sort of, just lay out in front of you all the amazing tools, wisdom, skills, your unique perspective, expression, your voice, your art, your dance. Just lay it out in front of you and just visualize and just see how much you've got going on for you. You know that you are amazing and that you have this huge arsenal of things and qualities and skills that you can really use for yourself and collect them and use them in an amazing and big way for you. And the second is continuing with yesterday's theme of gratitude, is just connect to this immense stream of gratitude for two reasons. Number one, we have a lot of things in our lives to be grateful for. Number one being the fact that we are still alive and breathing, and therefore that allows us in a way to simply take a deep breath and know that everything's fine and that we're headed in the right direction and that we're constantly supported by people around us in the physical realm as well as those in the ethers. And secondly, gratitude or grateful for just all the blessings that are coming our way. And how do we know that there are blessings coming our way? Because again, we're alive, we can breathe, and we're moving forward, and through every action, every thought, every emotion, we are moving forward in our journeys. And that is sort of a symbol of just attracting new energy and just grateful for all the blessings coming our way. So continuing with the theme of gratitude, and I understand that it is difficult to maintain this sense of gratitude sometimes. You know, it's not always easy. Gratitude sometimes just doesn't come easily, and that's okay. You know, there's no need to feel shame around the fact that sometimes I'm just lost for what to be grateful for. That's perfectly fine. And in times like these, I think tools really help us. So, you know, what you can do is, some people do the gratitude jar, of course, where they write one thing on a really good day that they're grateful for, and they put it in the jar, and then days when they're not that feeling that spunky or zingy, they just pick a sort of chick from that jar and just read out something to remind themselves of how grateful they are. Some people like to, you could also, for example, dedicate a crystal or a stone in your collection to be as your gratitude crystal. So whenever you hold it, whenever you see it, whenever you meditate with it, whenever you place that crystal on your body, it's a reminder of that gratitude energy filling in your personal space and energy space and mental space and everywhere. But you can also work with scent, you can also work with incense, you can always work with essential oil blends. So you can say, well, you know what, my lavender scent is going to be my gratitude scent. So whenever I put on lavender on my wrists, behind my ears and my ankles, right, it's going to remind me to be grateful. You can have an essential oil blend. So basically, you know, I like to do that too, is I like to keep these physical reminders of gratitude in my life. So I have a perfume, essential oil blend, I have a crystal, I hold it, I'm like, when I hold it, I'm like, the feeling of gratitude, just because it just flows over me, because I've dedicated that crystal or that tool to gratitude. You can do that as well. Just little simple tips and tricks to help you. And you can also go for a walk barefoot outside. You can go by the sea, the ocean, do different things to just feel gratitude. You can light a candle and just in that moment be aware of the amazing blessings in your life and let that gratitude spread through your body. Different ways to work. no one way. Feel what works best for you and do that. So those are my intuitive messages right off the bat for you. We're still, I'm pretty sure, I have to see if you can see, yes you can, still working on that root chakra candle at the back, is still thing, still physically manifesting, still planted, feet planted firmly on the ground. So we have that working for us as well. We have, I'm going to quickly sage everyone, and then we shall move on to the next thing. Hopefully the lighter is working today. So the sage, you should see, yeah, it's coming on. Awesome, beautiful. And again, if you want to really feel gratitude, then just sage. Sage for me just removes all the unwanted negative energies and just brings in a sense of peace and calm. So that is beautiful as well. So magical sage for you today, everyone. Just gonna sage myself quickly as well. Take it behind me, around me. Sage my hands always. I love it. I love as the sage smoke moves through my hands and fingers. Very pretty and beautiful. Awesome. So the sage is back on my altar. You know what I want to do a little bit is maybe shift the focus, right? Because I was thinking the video is a little dark, so I want more light in. So I think this works good, right? This works awesome. So for today, everyone, I have 2 card decks. So this is, you can sort of you know, say that this is an intuitive interactive reading where you say, well, I'm going to pick the first deck, or I'm picking the second deck, picking, or you can pick both and just see what comes up and see what feels right for you. So the first deck that I have with me, sorry, I'm going to duck a little bit here, is the Crazy Sexy Love Notes by Chris Carr. This is the first deck that I'm using, and the second deck is our old and trusty friend, the Venus Rising Oracle card deck by Auti Harma, autiart.com. Venus Rising deck, everyone. It's the Oracle card deck for the wild feminine, which is very amazing. So we have, first what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to sage these decks. I haven't saged this deck in a while, so I'm going to just pass the smoke through the cards. Still the sage is still burning, and similarly do the same thing for the Auti Harma card deck. Right, to sage them. Okay, awesome. Alright everyone, let's do this. So the first card comes from the Crazy Sexy Love Notes by Chris Carr. And again, you can choose to say that, you know what, my message is gonna come from the card, from the Crazy Sexy Love Notes, or it's gonna come from the Wild Feminine, or it's gonna be both, right? So I don't want to see the cards, I'm just gonna place it right there and pick up my Auti Harma Oracle card deck, Venus Rising, and again shuffle and puck. So pick and pull together become puck. So I'm gonna puck a card. Weird, don't ask. Sometimes I get in a crazy mood. Alright, we've got our card. Did I just show it to you? I don't know what I just said. Anyway, let's begin, everyone. The first card for us from the Crazy Sexy Love Notes is Say You're Sorry. Okay? This is the first one. And what this card is telling me is that it's time for you to really let go of excessive baggage that you're carrying. You know, whether you have to apologize to your younger self, to yourself today, to people, you know, whether you're carrying around a little guilt or a little, you know, maybe it's not yours to carry is what I'm saying, and the one way to move through it is to just apologize to yourself, apologize to others, write yourself a letter, write the other person a letter, just basically there is this thing of letting go of baggage which doesn't belong to you. It's not yours to carry, and it's important to let go of that baggage today. So I'm going to quickly read what the message is behind. It says, are you carrying around regret? Is there a relationship that needs healing but you just don't know what to say? Give your pride a rest and simply start with, I'm sorry. Take responsibility and acknowledge your role in the situation. Apologize for them and for you. Then let it go and be very proud of yourself. Making amends isn't easy, but it's a huge leap forward on your spiritual path. Bravo. And I think more than the pride thing in this situation, what really I want to talk about is that whether it's your fault or their fault, you know, because a lot of times we're in this, well, they did that wrong, and the reason I'm in this mess, or I'm suffering, or I'm in this sort of dump is because of the other person. You know, instead of giving responsibility and giving power to them, it's time for you to take back power. And one way of taking back power is saying, you know what, sorry to yourself, sorry to the other person, and just freeing yourself and just cutting those sort of cords, ropes that connect you to that person, and say, you know what, thank you, and it's been oddly wonderful, but now I choose to set myself free. That sort of thing. So that's the first card. If you did it as an interactive reading and picked the first one, that is your message. Now, if you chose the second card, or if you chose to see the two cards in a cosmic dance of messages, then the second card is open to love. All right, again, it's a beautiful card, honestly amazing artwork, and a very simple message, which is honestly pretty connected to the first one, but this is more of, you know what, just opening yourself to love. A lot of the times we ask, but we're not in a space to receive. So I guess what this card is saying is that you have to create space inside you to receive energetically, physically. You know, it's like saying, I wish I would get this amazing new dress. You know, I want to buy this beautiful new dress. I know I'm going to look really wonderful in it, and it's going to be such a flowy priestess or goddess-like feeling, and this dress is just the best thing that I could ever get for myself. But you know what? So you've asked the universe for this perfect dress to come to your room, to your space, but your cupboard or your closet doesn't have space for a new dress. You know? So we ask, but we don't create space to receive. So what this card is really saying is that it's time for you to create space to receive. So once you've asked and the universe is creating magic, you have to create space to receive as well, to open to love. All right? So those are my messages for today, everyone. Happy Sunday or Saturday, depending on when you watch this. Hopefully Sunday. I will see you tomorrow, Monday, with a new card, a new energy, a new intuitive message and stuff. But I want to thank you for watching, for being so open and kind and amazing and honest and beautiful, and for showing up into my life and showing up for yourself in your life and being the bright shining light that you are. So thank you so very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste, and I love you. Goodbye.